Hi Stampers! Happy Friday! Yay! Bring on the weekend! That's what I say. Of course, to some it's not your weekend, but, and I'm retired, so I guess it shouldn't matter, but still it does. I always am happy when the weekend comes. So I'm making 2 cards today with a fun set that I just got. And I'll show it to you in a minute. I wanted to talk to you about the paper sale that is still going on. If you didn't know already, there are 9 different packages of paper. Let me get this up on my iPad. There we go. There are 9 different packages that are on sale, and when I get my phone mounted, I'll show them to you real quick. And yeah, and then we will get going on making cards. I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements. The new mini catalog doesn't go live until August 3rd, so I'm not really doing too much with the products that I've received out of that yet because you can't get them yet. So we're going to play with other stuff in the meantime. Let's see what else. Gosh, I think that's about it. I think so. Hi, Sue. Okay, so let me flip this. And I'm going to show you real quick the papers that are on sale in case you're curious. And they're 15% off. And so what I want to tell you about that is that after I show you the papers, I'm going to show you the products that I'm going to use today. And that includes a suite that is a pretty low-priced suite, actually. But what I want to tell you is if you, after seeing the cards today, if you are thinking about purchasing the suite that I'm going to show you, don't purchase it with the suite number because you can save more money while this paper sale is going on by just getting the bundle. So if it's a stamp and die set, if it's a stamp and punch set, which is the case of what I'm using today, you'll save 10% on that. But all of the rest of the products that are included in a suite aren't discounted. They are still the regular price, even though you're buying it as a suite. The discount is on the bundled price of the stamps with the die or the punch, okay? So in today's case, it includes the stamps, the punch, ribbon, and paper. You would get, if you wanted all the products, you would just order the stamps and the punch bundle and save your 10%. Hey Sue, hey Sue, hey Seal. And then get your paper and save 15% on that, and then your ribbon. That's the whole suite of the products that I'm going to use today. But let me show you the papers that are on sale. Okay, so there's the Beauty of the Earth. There's 9 different ones. The only ones that aren't included that are in the annual catalog right now are any of the ones that have foil. The ones that are specialty papers. So Bloom Where You're Planted, that is included. The Expressions in Ink is not included because it's got that foil in it. The hand pinned, which are gorgeous papers. I just got those, so let me show you those just quickly. I don't have the stamp set that goes with the hand pinned papers, but they're flowers. There's so many flowers, you know, any flowers you can do with these, but I love the pastel colors in these papers. So I'll just show you these real quick. I actually really love what I would consider to be the back sides of these papers. I think they're all just really super pretty. I love this one. And that's it. Okay, so that one's on sale, and that's the hand pinned. Okay, and then the In Good Taste one, this is a really big package. And so it's $21 normal price. You get 24 sheets in this pack, and it's really cool because it's got all these wood textures and brick and tile. This is a really great and fabric, like what do you call that? Oh, what is that fabric called? Oh my gosh, why did things just go out of your head? Oh, I don't know. Somebody say it. I can't think. It's that, not, oh, what is it? No, it's not denim. Yeah, on that hand pinned, well, not when you look at the papers, no. It doesn't tell you what stamps go with them. Well, yeah, no, I take that back. Yes, it does. Yeah, it says what they coordinate with, except for like this package, the In Good Taste. Burlap. Thank you, Sue. Yeah. So no, they do, because this one says it coordinates with the big cat dies, and the stamps. So there's that one's on sale too. The pansy petals, it's really pretty. And yes, that coordinates. It says some coordinate with the pansy dies, but it coordinates with the pansy stamps too. Okay, Simply Elegant is not. It's got foil. The Sweet Symmetry, this is what I'm using today. And Tidings of Christmas. So there's a Christmas one that's included there that is on sale. So those are all 15% off. And then You're a Peach, which of course coordinates with that Sweet as a Peach. Now the In Color little 6x6 pads, they're not on the sale. So those are the 9. All right, let me show you. And if you have, excuse me, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. While I'm getting these other products to show you, here is the address to my shopping site and my host code for July. Please make sure you put that on your orders when you shop with me, as long as your orders are under $150. And even if they are more than $150, okay, let me back up. If your orders are $35 or more before shipping and taxes, I'm going to send you a gift. And for those of you that ordered with me last month, I know your gifts haven't arrived yet. They will be arriving soon. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late getting those out this month, but they will be arriving soon. And so you will receive a gift from me the following month. And yeah, for orders over 150, same. It's just don't use my host code. You'll have your own host code and you'll earn rewards. Okay, so I feel like I'm talking 100 miles an hour today. So this is the stamp set, the suite that I'm using today, the Symmetry. I always want to put an N in there. It's Symmetry. Okay, this is a photopolymer set. A bunch of the stamps are out of there because I've already put them on blocks. And I think it's really boho kind of looking. I just really like this set. It bundles with this little punch that can do borders, or you can just punch out these little sprigs, but you can line it up and do a border across the bottom of whatever you're making, page, card, whatever. Okay, so that is your bundle. And then in the suite is this gorgeous Flirty Flamingo ribbon, and look at all that gold sparkle in it. It's really pretty. It's a really soft ribbon too. So when you make bows with it, I'll be making one bow today on one of the cards. Just keep in mind that it's not a stiff ribbon, so you know your bows are going to be a little bit softer, but I really like this ribbon. I think it's really pretty. And then the paper. So I've got cut up pieces down here already, but let me show you the papers. And of course, this is one of the ones that's 15% off. So that is the back of that design. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay. And then that one. This one. This one. I think the colors are really nice. All right, so those are the papers. And then there's no bling included. I mean, you really don't need bling because the bling's already in the ribbon with all that gold sparkle. Okay, so then also when I ordered that stuff, I ordered some blingity bling that I didn't already have, so I thought I'd show you that. These are the square in colored gems. So see, even though they're square, they are really cut so that they still have sparkle, and they are you know, not the see-through kind. They're the more matte, except for they sparkle, so I guess you really couldn't call them matte. But I think they're really cute. I really don't have much for square gems in all of my stash. And then these are really pretty. These are the genial gems. Can you see the glitter in them? So there is like, I don't know if that would be considered mint macaron or so, let's see, what's the other? Soft sea foam. I'm not sure. It doesn't say the colors. And then this is just a nice kind of creamy color, but lots of glitter and sparkle, and then lots of cuts on those stones to pick up the sparkle. And then this pack, which is the Elegant Faceted Gems, and they have that same kind of cut to pick up all the different sparkles. So there's these ones here are actually kind of flat feeling. They're not though, they're domed, but they look flat. So these are kind of pearlescent, these two rows here. These are kind of like champagne, sort of. There's like a little bit of a amber cast to them, and then these are clear. So these are fun. Elegant Faceted Gems. Okay, I'm not using those today, but I just wanted to show them to you. So I will set that there so you can look at it as I am getting stuff ready here. Okay, so I did play with this stamp a little bit, trying to color it with markers. Being that it is photopolymer, that doesn't work. If it was red rubber, and don't use your alcohol markers, okay? Because those do not work to color on your stamps. I'm talking our regular, the regular markers. And yeah, that works really well on red rubber to color. So I was kind of wishing this set was red rubber instead of photopolymer, but it didn't work out. I tried it. It didn't really work out. So what else did I try? I don't even think I have I think I threw away my scrap piece that I was doing all that on. So it's probably all wadded up in my garbage, so I can't show you. But I did like this little centerpiece pink, and then I did that red. I did this, that Pacific Point blue, and then I came back and did that purple. Oh, I put it on with my finger daubers. But the thing about that is, because of the shape, it's like you daub on, because I started down here, I daubed on the pink, then I did the red, and it's really hard because there's such a small area to get into those little areas with the finger dauber. I was able to get out into here. I got color on. I mean, it's stamped out pretty, but you really have to be careful and make sure that after you put your finger dauber in to your stamp pad and ink it onto the stamp, because it will pick up some of the other colors. You don't want to transfer that back into a different color of ink pad. So you have to keep daubing it off onto scrap paper, and I felt like in the end it wasn't worth the hassle. So, but that was just playing around. Now you could probably have better results with this stamp to use a finger dauber and do the center a different color and come back around and do the outside. And this one, you could do the bottom part a different color than the top part, but this one was really hard to get in there. If you guys have any other ideas of how to do that, speak up, please, because I'd be interested in knowing. But yeah, like I said, if it was red rubber, it would be a whole different story of coloring on them with your markers. Okay, let's get started. Let's see. This is my first card. This is my first card. So I am starting with a Just Jade card base. The colors in the papers in this set are Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Flirty Flamingo, Night of Navy, Just Jade, and White. So I've got a Just Jade base here. I've got a bunch of scraps, and then I've got my pieces of patterned papers. And I did cut a label here that I'm going to be doing a white one too, but the label punch that I used was the Label Me Fancy. Okay. So let's do the front of the card first, and I need my 4 little pieces here of paper that I cut. Let me give you the measurements of these 4 pieces. So the card's just a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then these 4 pieces are cut at 2 inches wide by 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths. So 2 by 2 and 5 eighths. And you need 4 pieces. And let's see. Which way did I decide to go with this one? Or which way do I want to go? Let's put it that way. Oh, these 2 pieces. And then I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm doing this. And what's this? Oh, here we go. That. And these are directional, so you want to make sure that you've got your pattern going the right way. Okay, so I'm going to go that way. I think maybe I need to do that flower. That would make it like this. It's like putting together a puzzle. And then we have the blue going. I think I liked it better the other way. Yeah, I like it better this way. Okay, we're going to go that way. So you're going to want some liquid glue. And there's just going to be, because if this was all together in one piece, these squares, it would be 4 by 5 1/4. So just like your normal top layer usually. So you just want that little bit of like 1/4 of an inch around the edges. So if you use liquid glue, you've got that wiggle room to get it right into place where you want it. I just think it's a little bit easier. Okay. And again, make sure the pattern of your paper is going the direction that you want it. I think that looks like it might be right. I love this pink. I think that is so pretty. Okay, does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I don't. I mean, I want to go do something on Sunday. Ken has that day off. But I don't know what it's going to be, except for I really think I want to go. I have been looking for some little cabinets for in my bathroom to hold like all my Bath and Body Works stuff. I'm a big fan of Bath and Body Works, and it's starting to be a little bit overwhelming having it all set there, and it's just a lot of stuff to dust. And so anyway, I thought a little cabinet to put them all in would be really cute, but I like things that are different, kind of eclectic. I've looked on Amazon for like new things. I just can't find anything that kind of suits my fancy. So there's this big antique mall up in Lincoln City, and I thought it might be fun to go wander around in there and see what they might have. Okay, so there are the 4 pieces. And then this strip I have cut at 5 inches by 1.5. I really like this. It's Night of Navy, but it has a real denim sort of blue look about it. I'm going to flag the ends on it. So I'm just going to cut up the middle a bit and go in from the corner. Okay. And I will do the same down here on this end. You could always use a punch to do that with, but I just am doing it this way this time. There we go. All right. So do you guys like these papers? I mean, do you like to mix and match patterns? I guess that's more the appropriate question. Because some people get hesitant or think that things have to really be matchy-matchy. And in this case, it is matchy-matchy with the colors. But if you're afraid of pattern mixing, don't be afraid. It's just so fun. I never have been afraid of that. I will mix polka dots and stripes every day. I don't care. I like to do it. Okay, so there is that. So all of those have been glued down flat. Let's stamp. Okay, I'm going to set that out of the way. This is going to go inside, so I will just slip it in there. I've got that piece. My strips are for punching leaves, so I've got pieces here for stamping. So I want to stamp the little round flower, this one. That block needs some help. Okay, what colors? I'm doing a different colorway than my original card, so that's why I'm having to kind of make some decisions. I think I'm just looking at this, and I'm looking at these flowers because I'm going to be using those two flowers, so I'm going to use those two colors, I think. So I know that is the Calypso Coral. Well, my round flower is a different one, but I'm going to make it that color. So I need 2 Calypso Coral. And the other color is Bumblebee. So I need to do Bumblebee. There we go. All right, and then I need just jade. I will set those aside. And now the punch, do you see how long this leaf is? Okay, the punch, I'm gonna use the punch, but do you see the punch only cuts out shorter leaves and this one's longer? But I can still use the punch because I don't need the leaves to be as long. So I want I want 3 of each. I want 3 stamped on the green. I'm going to spread them apart just a little bit. And I want 3 stamped on the white. Oh, by the way, I got the inspiration for both of these cards that I'm making today from Pinterest. So I didn't think up either one of these cards all on my own today. Gotta love Pinterest. But I did change them up. I'm not using the same papers or anything, so. All right, now let me see if I can get this accomplished to punch these. Yeah, spreading them out just a little bit really helps when you're stamping. They don't line up exactly perfect, but pretty darn close. And one more. Wait a minute, how did I have that like this? And what I have found is that it's best to cut and do this on strips because of the length of this punch. When you cut on wider paper, it doesn't want to cooperate very well. So these strips that I cut, that worked out pretty darn good this time. And these are just about 3/4 of an inch wide. Okay, now these ones, we'll do the same thing. And I did take this idea because the gal, whoever made the card I saw on Pinterest, did the leaves like this, where they did some of them stamped onto the green and some onto the white. And I just thought it was kind of fun, kind of different. Of course, you could do it any way you want. One more. Okay, that is it for the punching. Now I just have to find all my little leaves. Here they are, and get rid of the garbage. And I just need to cut these out real quick because there's no dies, so fussy cutting we must do. I did use my Scan and Cut today for something else, and I'm finally kind of starting to get the hang of it. I love it for, like, I've got a ton of stamps. I mean, I've been stamping since the late 80s, okay? So I have lots of stamps that don't have dies. And having a Scan and Cut is fabulous because it will cut out all those images for me. And I did get mine off of Amazon. So you could stamp out all these little things that don't have dies available onto your cardstock, load it up onto the mat, it pulls it into the machine and scans them, and then cuts them out for you. And you can have it cut out with a border, like I'm leaving a little bit of a border, or you can have it cut directly to the shape with no border. And you can adjust the size of the border. So if you want a thicker border, you can do that. If you like a border that's about like what I'm leaving there, that is like the 0.04 or something like that. It's the smallest one. So yeah, it took me a minute. And I did go on and watch some YouTube videos, just because anymore when you buy things, they don't give you very good instruction books. It seems to be like that with everything anymore. So I am always turning to YouTube basically for advice and instructions and see how other people do things. And it sure does make it easier to see something and get direction that way than having to read it and figure out when there's no pictures or anything like that to show you. It comes with a little bit of instruction, but not very much, I have to say. All right, here's all my parts and pieces. I am ready to put this card together. Okay, so I need to stamp Hey Friend. Where's my stamps? Here they are. Hey Friend. And let me see. Does that fit in there? Nope, not quite. Okay, I can do it that way. And I am going to stamp with, let's see here, I'm backing it with the green. You know what? I'm kind of thinking, no, I'm just going to go ahead and go with Night of Navy. I'm going to stamp with Night of Navy. And we're going to go right kind of in the middle. Hey, friend. Let me just close this so I don't have any mishaps. And bring in my punch. Now this punch is interesting. It cuts out the label, and then it has a little slot down here, and it has a dot. So you could punch the hole, the little dot in one end or on one of the sides, and make a hang tag. You can do the same with the slot. You could punch the slot in the top and the bottom or on each side and run a ribbon through the slot behind and have that tag be able, you know, to slide onto ribbon if you want. So it's kind of a cool punch. Label me fancy. And there's more of a rounded shape one, or square, I guess you'd say. And that one is kind of the same. I know it has a hole punch on it as well. Okay, so I have cut my Just Jade one in half there, as you can see, because I want to back it behind the white. So I'm just going to put a little glue on the white piece, and it's good to have a silicone sheet or craft sheet or whatever you have to do this kind of gluing on, so that if your glue goes over where you want it, you're not getting it on anything underneath. Now I could have cut it in half the other way and had my green borders be on the ends, but I wanted it to be on the top and bottom. I think the first one I did moved a little bit on me. Let's see if I can pull that apart and fix it. There we go. Okay, so I want to pop that up. I pulled off one of my little, I've got the edges cut here because I'm down to the bottom of the barrel on this page of dimensionals. All right, so before I stick that on, I'm going to bring in that pretty ribbon. Here it is. And I'm going to run a piece of that. Let me just cut it. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my ATG and run it right down the center. Hopefully this is needing some refill in it, but there was enough to do that. And then I'm going to run my ribbon right along there because the adhesive is just about the same width as the ribbon, and so it holds it just right. All right, now let me get this put on there. I'm just going to pop that in the middle. And let's see here. One there, and I want one back there. So I just want to see where they're going, because this one I'm going to glue down. And this one, just going to put that on the top half there and tuck it. And then we'll do the same thing down here. And then the leaves, they're just gonna kind of get stuck around. So I'm gonna just use some Tombow here. And pop them around. Okay, and then I've still got 3 here. So let's see. I'll put a white one this time over here, wherever it'll fit. Okay, how do we want, there we go. It's gonna go, you just gotta finagle it. Let's see, this one's sticking over. I think I moved it. Come on, you two, be cooperative. There we go. All right, there's that. Now, let's do the inside. And let me see, what did I put? Okay. So I need to bring my stamps back, take off Hey Friend, and pick up Thanks So Much. I need that little polka dot gone. There we go. All right. Let me get the lid back onto my glue here. Thanks so much. I like that font. It reminds me a little bit of the font in the peach set. It's a little bit different, but I just like it. It's really pretty. Okay, so now I have, let me get rid of this. I have the little tiny flower mounted, and I want Flirty Flamingo this time. And I'm just going to put one here and one here. So cute. And I betcha I will run out this time of my adhesive. I've got one sitting there waiting to refill. Ooh, I'm going to make it the whole way. Who knows? Maybe I will make it through both cards without having to change it. Okay, let's get this put in here. All right, that is card number 1. I hope you like it. And let me show you the other one. It's the same card, I just used different papers. So just the, well, the card base is a different color, and then the patterned papers are different. And the rest is the same. And there's the inside. Okay. So card number 1 is done. Let's do card number 2. And this time we've got a Calypso coral card base. And I've only got 2 little strips here. I've already cut some of the little leaves out of just jade, and I've got 2 strips that are going to go here. This one should go a little bit faster, I think. Okay, so my strips, I meant to cut this one a little more wider. The idea is to not cut them both the same size. So this one is 1 and well, it's 1/16 shy of 2 inches. And this one is 2 inches. And so they're going to go on here with a gap in the middle. And we could do that one, but I need one to be, I want one to be green because I want the leaves. So we're going to do it the way I had it. But it's tempting to want to play with all the patterns and stuff. Okay. So again, I'm just going to leave like that 1/4 inch border. There we go. Now you could take these cards and use them with any kind of patterned papers, of course. That is the fun of it, right? Okay. I guess it looks like I have them lined up pretty good. There we go. So there is that. And let's see, I am going to use a label this time, a die from Stitch So Sweetly. And I'm going to use this second one right here. Does that fit on there? I think it does. I think it just fits. Oh, it fits better that way. Okay, so let me bring the stamps back. And we want this time, I'm going to put the stamp, thanks so much, back and get, you are perfectly unique. And this time, let's see, what, maybe I'll do the Just Jade. No, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to use the, okay, I'm getting wishy-washy. I need to decide. I'm going to use Calypso Coral. That's what I'm going to use. That is what I'm going to do. I made a decision. You are perfectly unique. There we go. Thank you, Seal. All right. So that is stamped. I can put Calypso Coral away, or do I want to use it on the inside? I guess while I'm at it, I will go ahead and use that on the inside. And the greeting this time, I'm going to say you make a difference every day. I think that makes kind of a fun Happy Mail card. You know, brighten somebody's day. Here it is. You make a difference every day. And let me put this one back in here. And I've got an inky fingerprint on my paper. So it's a good thing there's another side. There we go. Oh, look, there's ink on that side too. Isn't that special? Okay. Why do I do that? That is so frustrating. Too big of a hurry, girls. That's what it is. Can't have an inky fingerprint, so I'm just going to have to cut. Let me get this way far out of the way. I'm just going to have to cut a piece real quick. Go. That's why it just is best if I wash these stamps off right as I'm going too. So let me bring in Bumblebee, and I'm going to do one little flower this time right there. Okay, so that will go on the inside. And if I can get my ATG to make it through this, that is the only other thing I wanted to use it for. Yay, look at that. Oh, I can feel it. There it is. There's the end. Okay, perfect. Now I don't have to make you all agonize and watch me change that out. There we go. There's the inside. That's going to be die cut. And I just need to stamp. So this time I am going to use the beautiful Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to stamp, oops, sorry, you can't see me. I am going to stamp 2 of these. This color is so absolutely gorgeous. That came out with some extra little polka dots. That's okay. All right, so there's Flirty Flamingo. And Bumblebee again. And I just need 1 little of these. There we go. And I think we are done stamping. Okay. These are actually pretty darn easy to cut out. Y'all know my fussy cutting's not my favorite, and I always say that. It's kind of like when we go to those roundabouts. There's one that we always hit as we're going into Albany, which is a city that's about 1.5 hours away from here. We go there to go shop at Costco, and we take one of the back roads in, as I would say, and there's always this roundabout, and so every time we come to it, I know my husband just waits for me to say it, so I always have to say it, and we get up to it and it's like, I hate these things. And then we laugh. But yeah, but right where that roundabout is, in that area, there's this old church that is there that has one of their, like, raising money to redo it or something. And so they have one of those big thermometer things outside. So I'm always looking at it anytime we go by there to see how they're coming along with the raising of money to redo that old church. And it's getting up there finally. They are over halfway and gaining on probably 3/4 of the way of having the money earned, it looks like. But yeah, those roundabouts, I do not like those things. I can't imagine, like, that really famous one they're always showing. Is it in London or wherever it is? And all the cars that are coming and going in and out of that thing, it's like, I just can't even imagine. Oopsie, cut that one a little bit short. There we go. Okay, one more here, and then I will die cut that greeting, and we will be ready to put this card together. All right, there's that. My dogs are fussing because they can't get in here to where I am. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Okay, I'm just going to cut this real quick. Okay, we got that in there. So this is going to get popped up. And let's see. Don't want any sagging, so I'm going to put one little one in the middle here. I'm reading Sue's comment about the roundabouts. Okay, so this is going to get put. Now don't forget, these are not equal strips. So you kind of need to gauge your edges over on the sides here to best try to line it up in the center of the whole actual card. And if you want to make your strips even or equal, you know, feel free. All right, so there is that. Now these gorgeous, gorgeous ones I'm going to glue down flat. And this one, oopsie, it's stuck to my finger. This one's getting popped up. And wait a minute here, what did I do? Oh, I see. I don't want, you want to make sure that you put your, that you don't put down your dimensionals down towards the bottom, because you're going over something that is already popped up. That's what I did there. So there we go. And then the leaves. This one is going to get glued down. Over here. But this one is going to get popped up. So I need just a very little bit. Let me, I can just cut some skinny off of this. Actually, right here, is that already cut? It is. And I want it to go up that way, so I need to put it back here. And probably one more little piece. Dropped them. Or I dropped one of them. Okay, let's see. Do I have any more little pieces cut? This piece will work. Let me just put it. There we go. Oh, my dogs, they're being so silly. They want you in their sight all the time. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue down on the bottom of the stem there. Like that. And that is going to get popped up right there like that. And then I'm just going to tie a little bow here. I just want a small one. I'm not doing a finger bow this time because I kind of wanted it smaller than that. If I had little baby fingers, I could. So there, we can do it like that. And I'm just getting a couple of glue dots here. I always like a couple. These are really, really sticky. Okay, there we go. And I am going to just put that right there. Gives it that little touch of sparkle. I just love that flirty flamingo. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so there is that, and here is the original one, so you can kind of see it in a different colorway there. And the inside, so kind of the same there. I like them both. I'm a little partial to this one with the flirty flamingo just because I love that color so much. So let me pull in the other two. See if I can, I don't know if I can get them all within your view there, but kind of, sort of. So there we go. Those are today's cards. Let me just do it like that. A lot of color and pattern mixing going on there. Give it a try. Step outside the box if that's not your comfort zone of mixing patterns. It's really easy and fun with this. And like I said, I just think this all has that really bohemian boho kind of look to it, which I love. So yeah, that is the In Symmetry suite. And like I said, if you're thinking about, if you like this look and these products and you're thinking about getting them this month, make sure you don't buy it as a suite. I'm just trying to save you money. Get the Stamp and Punch set together in the bundle, save 10% there. Get the paper at 15% off, and then your pretty flirty flamingo ribbon. That gives you the whole suite of those products. It's just the four items. Okay, thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. This was fun, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And I plan on being on YouTube Tuesday at 5 o'clock over there at Jana Stamps. So happy stamping. See you again next time. Bye-bye. I'll try to step out of the roundabout, Sue. Bye-bye. Thanks, Leah.